I'm about to present to you my 5-minute warm-up to do just before you hit your first ball on the practice range or on the tee box. Make sure you do this. It's going to change your golf game. So all you need is one club. So I'm going to use my trusty 6-iron here for balance and then also to help with my rotation. First stretch. These are all stationary stretches. You will hold for a time period, basically 10 to 20 seconds each stretch. So we're gonna do 10-second stretches, all right? So first one, hip flexor with overhead reach. 10-second hold. Switch. Figure 4 stretch. Hold the club in front of you for balance. Squat down. Should feel in your piriformis or your glute. Switch. Into a standing hip stretch. You're gonna push your hips to the side. 10-second hold. Should feel it throughout the entire side of your leg, up into your hip. Switch. So far we're about a minute into our stretching section. Very nice. Calf stretch. If you don't have a wall, you're just gonna grab onto your toe and pull up, keeping your front leg straight. Switch. And again, any of these stretches you can do for a longer period of time. If you notice one area is tighter than another, take a little bit more time to stretch that one. Hamstring stretch. Take the club, put it on your back, hinge at the hip, and hold that position for 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, very nice. Bring the club over your head. Turn to one side, doing an oblique stretch. Other side. Now bring the club behind and we're going to pull down to stretch your tricep, my left tricep. 5 seconds. And then switch and we're going to pull up and stretch your right shoulder joint. Then switch arms. Pull down, tricep. And then shoulder. So that took me about 2.5 minutes to do that set of stretches there. Now let's work into our dynamic stretches, okay? So we're gonna start off with hip swings. Again, we wanna use our club as a little prop to help us up. And you're gonna need some space. And we're gonna do this for 15 seconds, forward and back. So we're working in the sagittal plane right now, moving forward and back. Okay, then we're gonna switch arms, do 10 to 15 seconds. Other leg. Very nice. Then we go lateral hip swings, working in the frontal plane. 10 to 15 seconds. Switch legs. All right, and then we're gonna do lunge with rotation. You take your club, lunge down as low as you feel comfortable, and add rotation. Do this for 20 to 30 seconds. So you can just do partial lunge if you have any knee problems. You don't have to go all the way down. But we add that rotation. The further around you can go, the better you're going to be able to swing around your spine when you're actually doing your golf swings. Okay. Next exercise is going to be club behind your back with torso rotation. This is a very important one. This helps to keep our body still for the time being, and then we get to add rotation. So I want the club to be pointing at the golf ball, and then you rotate around. So we're gonna do that 5 times each side, trying to keep your hips as still as possible. Notice that you don't get to rotate as far when your hips are still. That'll come later. Okay, after we've done that for about 30 seconds, then we're gonna add the rotation. And you're gonna finish with your hips forward. Come down, finish with your hips forward. Opening up the hip flexors, finishing with your back leg off the ground as if you would doing a normal swing. And again, we're gonna do this to both directions, even though you're right-handed or left-handed. It's good to keep the body balanced. Very nice. Okay, one of the last ones we're gonna do is a squat with an overhead rotation. So I'm gonna squat, rotate, up and over. About 15 seconds each direction. Other side. And again, get that whole rotation in there. Last one, get in your universal athletic stance, also known as the golf posture, and you're going to